last name Turpin to be remembered as a name of strength. I don't want Jennifer Turpin, oh, that poor, 30-year-old woman who went through it tragic. Like, no, I want that name to be my name and her name, the Turpin name. Like, wow, they're strong. They're not weak. They're not broken. They've got this.
Unfortunately, Jordan wasn't able to join us today, but I know she's being honored and she just wanted to pass along the message to all of you that she really appreciates you guys coming out and supporting this event. Lori for recognizing her as well, and she is very honored to receive this award. And we also are going to welcome up Jennifer for her to tell you a little bit about her story and where she's at now. So we are very, very excited for Jennifer to join us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, Jennifer. We're so honored that you're here today.
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you so much. You told me that you were nervous, and I'm nervous too, so we're going to be nervous together. I even wrote some notes down in case I was too emotional to talk. So anyways, we just want to say thank you so much. We want to know, how have you progressed in your journey?
It's been a long 6 years. I can tell you from the beginning, I thought I was grown up, just like any 12-year-old, 15-year-old. I was 29, but I really didn't know a thing. And as I progressed through life, I realized that, and I have felt myself grow so much within the little bit of time I've been out. The first thing I knew I wanted was an education. I wanted that for many years and was denied that. I wanted to learn. I had that passion to learn, that fuel. I just wanted to, I knew I wanted more in life. I wanted a career. So when I started looking for one, I'm going to tell an amazing story. So I'm a full-time phlebotomist. Oh, and wow. I work business hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I absolutely love my job, but there's an amazing story behind that job. I strive to get my GED, and they say it's English, but it was another language to me. So I just did my best, and I ended up passing it, and then I went to RCC, community college, for one semester. And when I saw the layout, I wasn't sure what I wanted my major to be, but when I saw how long it was going to take me to get it, I was like, no, I'm 29, but this time I was 30, and a lot of people told me not to think this way, but I couldn't help it. I felt like I had empty years. And anyone that's had their whole life ripped from them will know what I mean. I was 30, and most people my age already had kids, jobs, lives. I didn't have that. So I started looking into trade schools, which I'm so thankful for. I found a trade school close by me, and they had 7 different programs, and I was looking at them. And there's this little tug I've always learned to listen to, because throughout life, if I don't listen to it, I'm left with regret or what if. Well, I decided, so there was this 7 programs. I was looking through the pamphlets while I was waiting for the lady to come out and talk to me. And the one thing that I kept feeling a tug toward every time I looked at that pamphlet was the medical assistant program. I read it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, how can I do this? Because you have to be able to draw blood. I had a huge fear of blood. Now this is where the crazy part comes in. I had a huge fear of blood. I could not even look at fake blood. I could not, without feeling like I was going to pass out. I couldn't think about a large amount of blood without almost passing out. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. decided to trust the tug and try. Day one, instantly felt like I was where I was meant to be. Those first couple months were very, very difficult. I had a harder time drawing blood than giving it because I had to look at the blood. That was the problem, looking at the blood. But I just stuck with it because I was so fascinated. The human body's quite amazing. I was so fascinated learning all this stuff I didn't know before. And I stuck with it, I tried. I decided, you know what? By the end of the first month, which was the grace period for payment, I already was better than day one. And so I decided to push through and try another month. By the end of that month, I was completely over my fear of blood. By the end of the 9-month program, I knew I wanted to go to phlebotomy. Now I've been a phlebotomist for a little over 2 years now, and I absolutely love my job. And if it wasn't for me listening to that tug, I don't know where I'd be, and I wouldn't know the most amazing job I could think of having. I love my patients. They love me, and yeah, it's great. And I love the story because it's like I turned my fear into a passion, and I feel like I'm able to better help those who have a fear of blood or a fear of needles or those who are going to pass out. I recognize the signs. I've been there. Literally. So I feel like I'm better able to help them as well, which is a gift in itself.
So I wish boys were younger, boys, I mean, they're getting cut every other day. My husband had to take them to the emergency room. My husband was the one that had to apply the Band-Aids. I couldn't even apply a Band-Aid to a cut, so I can relate. So I'm really happy for you that you're doing what you have passion for. So that is fantastic. Through your experience, how important has it been advocating for yourself?
Very. So, like I said, from the beginning, I knew I wanted a career. That was the most important thing to me, getting my foot on the path of getting into a career of a job I love. Well, they wanted to teach us, when I was on the stewardship, they wanted to teach us all these little baby steps. I get that. But me, yeah, I was a little impatient. I'm way more patient than I used to be. But the thing is like, everyone's like, it's a process. It's a process. I'm like, no, I need my GED now. So I had to like, literally like say it like 100 times before they finally like did it. Same thing when I got into my first when I got into the medical assistant class, they had to give you an externship. Some of my classmates, their externships took way longer than when mine started because you know why? Day one, I was like, when can I start? When can I start? When can I start? Where's the email? Where's the externship? I need it. I need to get going. And I did the same thing with phlebotomy. As I was like, okay, where is it? They were taking their good old time, like, it's the COVID time. Because at that time, it was 2020 when I did my phlebotomy classes and externship. And no one wanted to bring in a student. And I was like, no, I need this now, because if you sit on it, and they look at your resume, you're never going to get a job in that field you worked your butt off for. And that's the sad truth about the work field. And I learned that. So I was like, no, I'm not waiting. I'm not using COVID as a cushion. No, I'm getting this now. Thankfully, I know someone who passed away recently. But I know someone who got me my externship. Some of you may or may not know the name. His name was Mark Upfer. He's the CEO of Corona Regional Medical Center. He recently passed away. That's the hospital that saved us. Oh, it took us in. That's the hospital that took us in for like 3-ish months and took care of us from malnutrition. And he got me the externship at that hospital. I advocated, he connected with the school, and I got the ball rolling. When I started looking for that job, a phlebotomy job, no one wanted to hire a new hire in the middle of COVID. So I just kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing. Thankfully, Mark was in my corner and helped me get my first job in phlebotomy. And for a long time, I didn't want to accept his help because I was so headstrong. I was like, no, I'm independent. I can get this myself. But then I realized the sad truth. And I was like, no, I'm going to accept his help. And he passed away a few months ago. He meant a lot to me and my family. And I'm sorry I did that on a side note. I did not intend to. But basically, advocating for yourself is very important. At the end of the day, it's only you. You can have friends advocate for you, but no one's going to take you serious till you advocate for yourself. I learned that the hard way, and that's my advice to all of you.
It's about who we know that can help us
Yes.
get to the next level, and that's
That
okay.
too,
So
yeah.
I'm so glad that you accepted his help.
Yeah.
So, Jennifer. I wrote some words down because I wasn't sure I could get through this, and I wanted to make sure that my words resonate with you. And that is, we want to thank you for your courage in being here today. We know that it took a lot for you to be here, and we're just so grateful that you're here addressing Safe Family Justice Center, who has advocated for Jennifer, Jordan, and all the children. And this is what they have done. You are a strong, beautiful woman. You are not weak. You are definitely not broken. I can tell you if there's anything in life, your strength and your tenacity has given us all hope here in this audience, on the stage, that we can overcome any obstacle that is thrown at us in life because of determination. With that, yes, ma'am.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Something throughout my entire life that I have thought and now have proven to myself is it's true. If you really, really want something, set your mind to it. Go for it. Don't give up. No dream is easy. You put the hard work into it and you keep going, you'll get it. But it is true. Set your mind to it. Don't give up.
I'm going to add one comment that's really my motto, and that we have to believe in ourselves first, right?
Very true.
Yes, ma'am.
Very true.
So Jennifer Turpin, and I'm saying Jennifer Turpin, in recognition of your adversity you have overcome and the listless possibilities that your future holds for you and your sister Jordan, we want to gift you the Resiliency Award for 2024.
Thank you.
Wow!
So you have some exciting news to share with us, Jennifer.
Yes, I do.
Tell us what is coming down the pipeline.
So some of you already know and actually made the purchase today. Thank you very much. But I have written a story on my past, my life, everything I went through, how I got through it, and getting out. This is, I started writing this in 2020. So it's been a work in progress. And I am very, very excited to share it with the world now. It will be available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, and on the Kindle. And you can find you can find it on Amazon April 1st. There is a pre-order up for the Kindle version. It wouldn't let me put the pre-order for the others. But it's up right now. The Kindle will be $9.99, paperback will be $14.99, and the hardcover will be $19.99. I am currently working on an audiobook version as well. It was important to me to have it on all kinds of platforms because I know everyone has their own preference. Also, on the table over there, there is a paper with my book on it and a QR code. So if you scan that, it takes you directly to where my book will be. Also, this is not related to my book, but I do have a small little company I started, little business, and you can find some of my jewelry items over there. Yay! So the jewelry company is called Dawn's Designs. Dawn's Designs company, and the slogan is "Be a light in someone's darkness." And then my book is "Where Was God."
Adriana, I want to thank you and your entire team for being here today.